Brett Ratner, the filmmaker best recognized for helming blockbuster action comedies like the Rush Hour series starring Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker, has found himself thrust back into the spotlight due to an old photograph that has resurfaced in connection with the late financier and convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Even years after Epstein's death in 2019 while awaiting trial on federal sex trafficking charges, associations with him continue to stir controversy and scrutiny for many high-profile individuals whose paths may have crossed his at social events during his years of influence in elite circles. The photograph in question, which emerged as part of newly released documents tied to Epstein's legal files, shows Ratner seated on a couch alongside Epstein and two unidentified women. This image has prompted renewed questions about Ratner's proximity to Epstein during a period when the latter was allegedly operating a sophisticated network that exploited and trafficked underage girls for the sexual gratification of himself and a network of powerful, wealthy associates. Epstein's case has long been a lightning rod for discussions about privilege, accountability, and the shadowy intersections of money, power, and misconduct in entertainment, finance, and politics. Ratner, however, has moved quickly to address the matter head-on, speaking candidly to Fox News in an effort to clarify his involvement, or lack thereof. He emphasized that the snapshot captures a single moment from roughly 2 decades ago, during a time when he was deeply committed to a serious romantic relationship. According to Ratner, he attended the event solely because his then-fiancée, whom he described as the love of his life and to whom he was engaged, had invited him. The couple was sitting together on the couch when the photo was snapped, and one of the women visible in the frame was his fiancée at the time. Ratner stressed repeatedly that he had no personal or ongoing relationship with Epstein. He stated plainly, "I didn't have a personal relationship with him, I didn't know him." He admitted that he had been asked about Epstein in the past and had genuinely responded that he did not believe he knew him, because there was no meaningful interaction or acquaintance to recall. The photograph, he explained, did not register in his memory until it resurfaced, underscoring how fleeting and incidental the encounter was. "I didn't even remember," he said, noting the passage of time and the lack of any deeper connection. In his comments, Ratner portrayed the situation as one where people can be inadvertently thrown into these things through social invitations or events attended with partners. He described the experience as crazy and horrible, reflecting the distress that comes with having an old, innocuous moment weaponized in the court of public opinion amid Epstein's enduring infamy. Importantly, the photograph itself shows no evidence of wrongdoing on Ratner's part. No actions, gestures, or context that imply participation in Epstein's alleged crimes. It appears to be a standard social gathering snapshot from an era when Epstein mingled freely in celebrity and business spheres before his darker activities became widely known. This denial comes at a notable juncture in Ratner's career trajectory. After facing significant setbacks and professional challenges in the late 2010s, including allegations of misconduct that he has disputed and which led to pauses in his Hollywood projects, Ratner has been experiencing something of a comeback. His most recent high-profile work is directing a documentary focused on Melania Trump, the former First Lady. The project has generated buzz and positioned him as a director willing to take on politically charged or unconventional subjects. The Epstein photo surfacing now risks overshadowing this resurgence, forcing Ratner to defend his reputation once more against guilt by association. The broader context of Epstein's network cannot be ignored. Epstein cultivated relationships with numerous prominent figures across industries, from scientists and academics to entertainers and politicians. Many have faced similar scrutiny when photos, flight logs from his private jet, dubbed the Lolita Express, or visitor records from his properties emerged. In most cases, mere presence at an event or a photographed moment does not equate to knowledge of or involvement in criminal activity. Ratner's explanation aligns with what several others have said. They attended parties or gatherings where Epstein was present, often through mutual acquaintances, without forming any close bond or suspecting the extent of his alleged crimes at the time.